Good morning. Today is a very big day. We are doing a full herd pregnancy scan. So our breeding system in this farm is kind of a little bit weird, but I do think it works for us. I will AI our cows from December to around April when they go out to the field. And then we take a 2 or 3 week break, and then we put a bull out with the cows for the rest of summer. The bull comes away from the cows at the end of August, start of September. So we have another 2.5, 3 month break in our calving pattern from September until the start of December, when I start AIing again. So we're not an all year round calving herd, and we have 2 main peaks in calving, which is October, November and February, March. But we do have cows calving for essentially 8 to 9 months of the year. So whenever I'm AIing, I will scan pretty frequently just to see how I'm getting on. However, whenever the bull is out with the cows, we do a full herd scan around the middle of summer, usually June or July, and it's happening today. So after this morning, I will know my calving pattern for the next 9 months. I will know how well the bull has got on, and I'll also know how well I got on at the tail end of AIing, because I have still not scanned them cows either. I'll give you more details on our calving pattern and how my AIing and stuff went at the end once I have the scan results. But our first job this morning is to get the fence up for the cows to go out after they've been scanned. So the cows were in this reseed last night and they've grazed it okay, but there's actually still a lot of grass left on this. I think I might put the cows in here tonight again. It's kind of just like an awkward amount of grass left. It's not really enough, but there's still quite a lot. I'm not really sure what to do. I'll maybe check the weather forecast and decide based on whether there's rain coming or not, because I don't want to stick cows into a field with not enough grass and it rains all night and they stand at the hedge and they make a mess of my beautiful reseeded field. So we'll see. I'll take the wire down for now. I can put it up again tonight if I need to. And I can't just give them extra grass or more area because our reseed is right at the end of this field. It's pretty hard to spot, but the grass seed is just starting to come up. So I need to get fertilizer on this like today. I love reseeding fields so much. Someone said I should rename my channel to Reseed Theory, which I don't think is a bad idea, to be honest. Cows are going from the best grass to the worst grass on the farm, so they're probably not going to be too happy today, but they'll be okay. It's a nice day. And yes, this is going to be reseeded before the end of the year. It's like on the hit list. Ugh, what absolute rubbish. There's even a rush. There's a rush in our grazing platform. That's the fence wire up. Let's go back to the farm and get our list of cows to scan printed off, which it's every cow in the herd, but the list will give me heat dates, AI dates, all that sort of stuff. We've actually had a real burst of growth in the last 4 or 5 days, and I did sow everything with fertilizer 5 or 6 days ago, so that's all really starting to pay off. Even our third cut has finally started to grow. So we're going to have probably a really heavy third cut because I now have to wait at least another 2 weeks before I cut it. And if this sort of warm, slightly damp weather continues, it is just going to go poof. The PD man's here in half an hour and I have a heck of a lot to do before he arrives. So I will catch up with you whenever we start PDing, and then we will see the results at the end of this morning. Come on! Come on! So our crush is designed so that one batch of cows can stand over there and be ready to feed into the crush, and then another batch can be ready to go in this little pen, which I'm currently in. And then that means that whenever the cows are scanned, they have access to the field, and the rest of the cows are all in the house, so we'll bring them out as we need them, and that gives them a chance to eat silage and lie down. Come on! Come on! Come on! The cows are not in the mood today at all. They're just a pain to move anywhere. Okay, I'm going to set the camera up, record a little bit of the scanning, and then we'll see the results after we're finished.
Tonight. I won't leave alone tonight. I've been on a vibe, babe, breaking out of my cage, living on the wildness of my escape. Things get so dramatic, weaving through the traffic of all the hearts that never break for me. You're one of a kind, so come on and blow my mind. I've been waiting all of this time, so don't let me down. Chase it. I'll never chase it. I won't leave alone tonight. Chase it. 'Cause I'll never chase it. I won't leave alone tonight.
So it's now been 4 hours since we finished scanning, and I'm finally going to add all these results to the computer. This is going to take quite a while, but after we get these added, we will see how many cows we have in calve, how many cows are not in calve, how many cows are not in calve but they're pretty fresh, like under 100 days of milk, and we will also get an idea of our calving pattern probably up until about March 2025. And it's the calving pattern which is the most interesting bit for me, because I kind of get a glimpse into the future, get an idea of how much milk I'm going to have, all that sort of good stuff. Okay, I just got everything added. It took me 45 minutes, so it was not a speedy process. I also had to add some extra calving dates that I'd missed, fix some cows that were recorded wrong, that sort of stuff, which really slowed me down. But I have everything added, so now let's load the program again and let's check out our calving pattern, how many bulls we've got from different sires, all that sort of stuff. Okay, so we're just going to relaunch the farm software, and that should give us the up-to-date information. So if we go to calving records, it should give us our calving pattern. Well, this is excellent news. So anything above the black line that you'll see in the bar is heifers, and the green hashed bar is 2024. So if we look at October, we can see that we have approximately 9 or 10 more cows calving in October than we did in the last 3 or 4 years, really. We did lose out on 5 or 6 cows calving in September, so they've probably slipped into October. But if we look at November, we can see we have more cows calving, and in December we have way more cows calving this year than last year. The number of heifers calving will be broadly similar, so you will see a bar added on top of this bar of about the same height, which would take us to probably about 50 animals calving in October. And again, the same thing here, if we add this sort of length of bar onto November, we're probably expecting almost 40 cows and heifers calving in November as well. And even if we look in January, whereas last year we had less calved in January, this year we are predicted to have more cows calving in January and more cows calving in February as well. And even look at March, we have a huge surplus in March as well. You can see in 2024, this current year, this spring, we had a slip in the calving pattern. So these two bars are likely moving to the left, which is why we have seen more cows calving earlier, but that is excellent news. There's the man himself who done all the hard work. Such a nice bull. He's now been with the cows 4 months and still great condition, excellent feet. Just a really, really nice bull. I definitely owe Red House Holsteins a shout out for the 2 bulls that I bought off them in April. That bull's been with our cows and he's done a fantastic job judging by today's results. And the other bull I bought off him, which to be honest looks even better than that one, which is hard to believe, but he's been with our heifers all summer. Haven't scanned them yet, but I am confident he has done a great job as well. I honestly have seen them every so often. You're driving past the field, that sort of thing. I haven't seen a single heifer running, so we'll get them scanned soon, but he is also a really, really nice looking bull. So thank you very much to Red House Holsteins. I am very pleased with the results your bulls have delivered, and I will definitely be buying off you again, so thank you very much. So the cows have actually left quite a lot of grass today, so they'll be back in here tonight, but I'll also give them access to the reseed. And my prediction is that the cows will not even touch this grass and they will just spend the night in the reseed, but at least this gives them the option that if they are short of grass, they can come in here and eat some of this. I'm going to try and jump the hedge, or maybe I won't jump it, maybe I'll step. Oh, this could end badly. Right, come on, you can do it. There's nothing to hold on to and it's very sharp and prickly. This is a bad idea, I should just walk around. Fine, I'll walk round, and as I'm walking round, I'll give you the results from the PD. So we scanned 181 cows this morning. I actually need this fencer. Do I take this fencer or take the other fencer? Take this fencer. So we scanned 181 cows this morning, and of the 181 cows, 134 were in calve. Now some of them we already knew were in calve and just confirmed it. I think there was probably around 25 to 30, maybe less. I don't know, but there's 134 cows in calve out of the 181 we scanned. Of the cows that were not in calve, there was 28 of them were under 100 days in milk. So they're like the late calvers. They wouldn't really be expected to be in calve yet. Yes, there was some cows were in calve under 100 days in milk, but them 28, there's a very good chance the bull will get the vast majority of them. Now I have an equally dodgy fence to climb over. So then we're left with 21 cows that were over 100 days in milk and were not in calve at that PD results. And of the 21, there is 7 of them 21 which I will consider culls. So they're probably north of 200 days in milk. Don't want them to go in calve at this point, just want to cull them and get them out of the herd. So I would consider that a very, very good scan for this point of the breeding season. The bull will still be out with the cows another month and a half, and anything he served in the last 3 weeks won't have showed up. So there's a good chance that them 49 cows, which were PD'd not in calve, I would be expecting well over half of them to be in calve at the next scan. And the best thing about that scan was actually when the cows are calving. So the calving pattern really is the key, because that also then gives us a drying off pattern as to when we can dry cows off. And because we have so many cows calving in October, that means we can dry them off right now. So we can get the herd down from 185 to 160 probably by the end of this week, which is going to do wonders for the amount of grass we have grazing, and it will allow us to keep our cows out at night, which means we will finally stop eating through our silage at an alarming rate. There is lots more details we could get from these results, especially around our AI performance. I do keep track of heat detection rates and pregnancy rates. Basically, it's not good. So the bull has definitely saved me this year. Although the number of animals that I've got in calve for the autumn, which is all down to me AIing, is actually better than previous years. That took a heck of a lot of straws to achieve that, and I had more available cows to serve. So it's an okay result from my AI this year, but what these pregnancy scan results really say is I sort of threw everything at it to get an okay result, whereas I should have had a really good result. And that's what the pregnancy rates kind of show as well. This gate has never been used for the cows in my lifetime. It's always been here, but we could never use it because it was just too wet through this entrance. But we put some drains in here in the springtime, and it has made a world of difference. So I'm going to leave this gate open tonight. The cows are going to come down this lane behind me, and I reckon every single one of them is going to go into the reseed. But if they don't want to go into the reseed, they can go back into the field they're in today with also tons of grass, so they can run these 2 fields tonight, and they'll be happy out here. And it should hopefully keep our milk yield up where it is, because the cows are actually milking really well at the minute as well. So yeah, finally feels like we've turned a corner this year. Growth has been pretty good the last 5 or 6 days. The scan results are good. The milk yield's good. The meal price is falling. The milk price is going up. This could be the start of a good end to what has been a horrendous start to a year. I will do a deep dive on my AI performance over last winter in a separate video, and I want to pair that with selecting bulls and making a plan for winter 2024 and my AI campaign when I finally get there. So we're going to leave the analysis of my PD results there. Summary is a really good result. I am very, very happy with it. I kind of brute forced my way to a good result with AI simply by throwing straws at everything, accepting a bad conception rate, and just having more cows available to serve. And the bull from Red House Holsteins has done a fantastic job this summer. He has made up for my mistakes. He has actually made up for a slipped calving pattern last spring when our stock bull stopped working for 5 weeks. So all in all, a fantastic result from scanning the cows today. That's going to do us for this week. I am late for milking, which is never good, so I better hurry up. Thank you all so much for watching. I really, really do appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do hit the button. It really helps. Like the video, and any comments, suggestions, criticisms, congratulations, stick them down in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next week.